Okay, I'm going to start doing my videos, like I said. In this one, it'll probably be in pieces. But this one, the reason I started this account, this new one, and just closed my other ones, is various reasons. But they seemed like everything was getting old to me. The same topics, or just the channels were getting old. Plus, they had problems because maybe there was a time, there was an era when me and a bunch of other people started like 5.5 years or a little over 5 years ago, and the channels didn't work right. Some people closed them altogether. I don't know, but mine never did, and so I tried again, but I just didn't pay enough attention. So this one, I mean, just sit there and try and see. But this one, I'm going to try and see what happens. But topics are going to vary. One of them I really want to focus on is this about one of my topics that I enjoyed talking about was histrionics. Okay, now not as a diagnosis of anybody, and it's not something you could find in the book. That the blend that I see is they kind of have narcissistic and histrionic tendencies, characteristics. Like I said, it's not a diagnosis, not something you would find in a book. At least I don't think so. It's not a medical term, a psychological term, nothing like that. But it's people I have seen who have this blend, and it's just my observations, and I could be wrong on what it is, but it's how I see it. And I've been noticing them more and more these days, the type that I know. And I think it's something that people need to really pay attention to. Well, it's up to them what they do. I can't give any advice. I don't give any advice on any of my videos. No advice, no counseling, nothing like that. But I think it's some kind of behavior that seems to be spreading. I've seen it all my life. I'm 56, and I've seen it so much that it's become a thing to me that I notice this type of behavior, the blend of these behaviors, and they don't all do the same thing every time. Okay, they don't all have the same behaviors as to one another, but it's a similar. They're very similar to one another, and they do have the whole thing of being very theatrical, very self-centered, very loud, very their laughter's loud, their speak is loud. They want all the attention on them. They don't tolerate too much attention being on anybody else, and if somebody else turns it on them, they'll try to get it back in any way they can. Get louder, get insulting, very insulting all around. They tend to be, and they just attack anybody that dares to be the center of attention at the time. And like I said, I've seen this all my life, and it's very difficult to deal with, very difficult to see, but I'm seeing it, like I just said earlier, more and more these days, and causing a lot of problems for a lot of people. And I see it not just in person, but I see it on TV. I see it on YouTube, other places too. And these are people who have caused me problems over the years, many problems, because of their need for attention. They would do the whole thing of doing a smear campaign on me behind my back, just so they can keep all their, even my friends, people who know me, to themselves, because those people might pay me a little bit of attention, and they don't want it. They don't want me to have any attention. So they would do the smear campaign, just total backstabbing all around. And there are various terms people can use for their behaviors of what they do. But it's even like in jobs, in so many different arenas in my life. But these days, because I would go no contact with them, but everybody else I would have to, my relationships would be over because of them. So I had to go totally no contact with this type. But now I see it so much, like I said, on TV and the media, any kind of media. And I think it's becoming a big issue for people, and I don't think too many people recognize for what it is. Okay, anyway, I plan on doing more videos on it. This is just the first one that I'm starting off, but I'll probably do videos on other topics. And like I said, I just recently started this channel, and I had tried out doing my videos this way from this on my old account, and I tried one, and yeah, it's got some glitches I have to work through, and I might get a new program so I can do them better, because the transitions, like I tried on this one, they don't work right, and I think sometimes some clips just don't get, just don't save right and all that. But I do want to talk more about this, and so I'm going to start taking some notes so I won't sound so scattered, and I can read my notes as I do that, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, these are people who have made me, I'm not diagnosing anybody. Like I said, these are just people who have caused me problems. And I'm not going to name the person. I'm going to give more of a composite of the behaviors. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm not going to, name their name. Okay.